Everybody, I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They will be led out by their now 44-year-old quarterback playing in his 22nd NFL season. Unbelievable. The great Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Brady. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Running it here with Peyton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the run, it's Peyton. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
On 1st down, Peyton. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. He was doing everything he could to get the 6 points. A little bit short, but still an excellent run.
And look at it from the defense's point of view. They could have given up on that play. They did not, and still were able to corral it. Now, they've got some work to do in this down coming up, but at least they're being competitive and trying to stay with it.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Murray on the sneak, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Brady now to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, Samuel. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 43 is the mic.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Check on the 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action, Rodgers going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The final shot before half for Brady. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even. They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Rodgers now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Marcus Allen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run now with Peyton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, it's Rodgers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
The backup Murray, his first, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Derek Barnes coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he's got it. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to use.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Brady again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Brady.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd down now, it's Bush. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Caught right side, Davis. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Corey Davis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 7, 1:14 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. To throw is Murray. And this one is incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more completion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Let's go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Switch. Second on.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. He's got his tight end. It's Dupree. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Rodgers to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Rodgers. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And the ball is knocked out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Back to throw. Murray. On the move to his left. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Go, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And we've got a timeout.
Let's go. do this.
9 seconds remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 45 to mine. Check 45 to mine.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's go.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And a 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men.
Come on now.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.